Jonathan York from Bay Financial Partners, looking at investment markets. It's come now time to make that final payment for the Meridian Energy shares. We held those shares after the 4th of May. You've now got to make that additional 50 cents per share payment. Details of that will be sent to you in the next very short time to make that payment for the Meridian shares, though. It has to be made by the 15th of May. There will be a link on our website, www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz. No real surprises from the Reserve Bank last week. Rates were left unchanged. There was a little bit of tinkering in the wording, and no real surprises that if the economic conditions do weaken, then there is a potential out there for a reduction in rates. However, some of the analysts have jumped on the bandwagon and are now looking for a rate cut before year end. But that certainly has to be put into context, into balance with still quite a rising housing market, especially in Auckland. And it's just going to be interesting to see how this sort of plays out in the next sort of 12 to 18 months. Interestingly though, the New Zealand dollar has come back quite a bit. So you could argue that the Reserve Bank has achieved one of its little objectives to try and get the dollar down a little bit just by talking it down, rather than actually doing any intervention or Oil's quite interesting as well. It's sort of pushing up now towards that sort of $60 a barrel. And it's quite interesting if you look at what's called the fracking log in the US. That's a number of wells that are out there that haven't come online yet, but are potentially just ready just to sort of turn the tap on. There's over 4,000 now sitting waiting for the oil to start being produced out there. And potentially one of the reasons why it's not is because of the low prices. So potentially we're starting to see a little bit of a rebalancing out there as the oil price has fallen. Some of these wells now are just sort of sitting on hold, waiting for the price to increase before they start production. The Kiwi Bank capital note was well subscribed. It was quite a heavy scaling back as well, so if you did manage to get some, you've done pretty well. The interest rate was 7.2. Global equity is still holding a pretty good bid. Obviously there are potential sort of flashpoints, certainly you say oil and this ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Also as well, Greece is still sort of bubbling away out there, trying to come up with some sort of compromise. And with Greece, certainly when you get down to the final hour, there will be a compromise sort of smashed out between the parties, where both will probably have to give up a little bit of ground, but it looks like Greece is probably going to have to give up more ground than the ECB and the Euro nations. So to summarise, that Meridian payment has to be made by the 15th of May. If you're looking for ways to make that payment, there's a link on the website. Go to www.bayfinancialpartners.co.nz or give us a call on 0800 867 323. I look forward to speaking to you soon.